goes up just to back up Ved, and TJ as Ved is going to pick up one knock there. We'll more likely be able to find the other ones. There's that wall is going to get taken. That player is going to get taken down. With only one more player left, they are running away. No, seems like they may just be under the stair. No, going around, trying to get any sort of damage off. It looks like they're going to be able to finish this one off really well. The cones from Bizzle will be perfect. And again, you talked about how Bizzle can lead this team. And look, he's led them into this fight. He set it all up. He pushed both of those teams back into each other. And now they're reaping the rewards of it.
Yeah, and Plug is making this hard. He's not looking to just roll over and give up the free Elim, but Bizzle is going to go ahead and conclude it, wrap it up, and luckily get that siphon back without losing too much HP there. So at least he does get to walk away with this with some shield. This drop
going to fall. That's going to be them going down. Can't exactly tell what his team is going to be able to do. TJ, Ved actually carrying him. Look at the middle of your screen. Ved is carrying him on his back. They're going to go for a revive.
Yeah, hey, and this can work or it can work against you. We'll find out right here, right now. They are in the outskirts here, so they're going to have to throw him pretty far if they want to go ahead and pick him up, and that could be the end of their game. But Dawn, Hide and Seek, and Timbers, they're in front of the zone right now, a team that is hot right now in this game. They're ready to draw the line in the sand, the cut-off mark for everyone else, being that they have the front hold here. I am going to be paying attention to them right now coming into this end game. With how much loot I know they must have, it is their game to win from the low ground if there's any team that can actually do it. EMXXR, again, hailing out of the EU region, has made it all the way to the end here. He doesn't have any math. This should be a pretty close one to wrap up here soon.
Yeah, Ved and Bizzle going to go down. Smack going down as well. That carry just not working out. And they're all going to get TJ, but they're right on top, trying to revive Smack. EMXXR trying to get him, but again, that ping not going to let him go through. Does end up getting the wall, and they do take down Smack and Niddle. Tasker already going down. What a good amount of eliminations. Look at Gray, 5 eliminations on them before they ended up going down. Now with a duo, they are on ultimate low. They have no builds, but luckily for that Monster, it is going back. They're going to get zoned.
Yeah, listen, that was a brilliant play here by EMXR. Listen, I counted him out a little bit early. Oh my, what a loot find there. It takes you back to the old season days. You find that pirate's treasure down low, and he finds another one. You want treasure? Give him some points. There it is. Sip's gonna fall now as well. Okay, proving me wrong. They weren't out because they had no material. They're operating so effectively now.
You talk about low ground dominance, and we always think about Scented, Edgy, and Commandment. But EMXXR and Shay showing up today. Tasker is still in this game. Dawn, Hyde, and Timber are still in this game as well. Look, Shay gonna pick up one, gonna pick up a nice shot there on the squish, and they unfortunately are caught between a rock and a hard place. And now this zone coming through, though. Luckily for EMXXR, he did get those elims, and he does have a lot of cabbages. Harpoon gonna be used to try to get them in, and unfortunately Shay gonna get blocked off. The side jumps are there. Are they gonna get through? No. Gonna find elimination though. Timber's gonna go down. What can EMXXR do? Can he get through? Does he have enough cabbages? Does he have enough heals? I don't know if he does. It looks like they're gonna just try to survive for that elimination. No, cabbages are popped. They're healing off. They're trying to get in his zone. It's healing them up. They may be able to make it in. It's Llama. It's Jolty. It's a 1v1v1. No, gonna go down. And now Llama versus Jolty. No, same team.
It seems like trying to force their way into an enemy lane. Has to be careful though. If they jump in those tunnels, it could be the end of their run. If someone gets caught up in the backside, it's Shadow. Shadow couldn't get the full finish, but he does get one in the process. So that's at least a fair trade for him and his trio. But again, this is all about rotating right now. And take a look. I actually have Liquid scoped in this lobby. Tragics and Cease. Liquid just signing scoped as their brand new player scoped. Again, we've seen teams or new players get signed to big teams, but this is definitely one of the biggest pickups that we've seen in quite some time.
Especially in the NAE East region. That's so big for Scope because he's been grinding nonstop this past year and a half, essentially, as a free agent. So really great to see him being picked up there. And talk about teams that know how to rotate. That's one there. We've got Casker, we've got Smack, we've got Niddle. They are the definition of consistency on NAEs. If there is a tournament and they are in the finals or they're in any portion of it, expect to see them getting top 5, top 5, top 5, top 5 at least every single game. Mouse, EMP, and Super though, 149 points. They're coming out of Holly Edges contested, looking to show us out and say, hey, even though Holly's contested, we can make some plays with it.
Yeah, let's not forget that they actually kicked this off with a 2v2 situation. Both players trading out. There goes the piece control. Mouse saying, hey, hold up. Give me a second here. Come back. We need your loot. And we're going to use it to build on out. They find another one in the process onto Llama 2. And now Llama is down and out. Your game 1 winners here. Okay. Big story adjustments. Llama is now out of the game, but that was just a knock, so don't count their trio out just yet. EMXXR is probably one of the most impressive, though. Once again, that EU player consistently making a second endgame now in NA East.
And on the low ground at that, they have to be really careful. We saw how well they operated there. Caillou, though, getting sprayed at by Cease and Tragic, trying to go back up. Will, 10 builds remaining. Zone is going to pull away once again and continue to go back down that mountain. Shots will come through. He's trying to find Cease, but no, yet it wasn't there. Does find the damage. Cease finds more, though, and now Caillou trying to get in the zone. The edits weren't there. The builds are there, putting that little cone over the top. We've seen many players do this. It's not going to be enough. Will the timer go off? It will have. I think they do have enough, just a little bit, that extra little second you get in zone, just barely getting off the med kit. They will essentially end, 10 more HP than they started with. But look at that find on the Cease. They find a beautiful drop down. Elam trying to get back in the zone. Not going to be enough, but they get the elimination credit.
I respect it. That's a full-on set of points right there onto Cease. That should be the end of Cease's trio there. Larson, though, looking back here with Predator and Squish. Oh my gosh, put the fish in the barrel and take him out. There it is. That's going to be 11 eliminations for this low ground team. Now working this mid section of the map. There's only 3 teams left. High ground being a full set. Down low in the low ground being a fragmented squad. Which direction will this trio go? If they go up, once again, the EU boys have an opportunity here. If they go down, it's all over. High ground should be able to walk away with them this game here. So it really is going to come down to the mid-ground team now and their decision.
And in all honesty, I think they got to look up. Look at how fragmented they are on builds up there. You talk about fragmented, right? They're building one tarp out with wood. And AMXXR and Gray can find all of these extra builds down below. 54 builds here on Gray. They have all of the room in the world to work with. They're claiming everything, and no, they're going to go down. They're coming. They're trying to find this duo they know on high ground is a trio, but this may be the wrong play, trying to just claim as much as they can as EMXXR and Gray, making sure they grab everything. I don't know if they actually grabbed the cone up above. It seems like they did, but the team above, I think, is going to grab it out. The edits to shoot. Down is going to come through. They're coming through. Squish is going in. That's going to be a knock. For Gray, EMXXR is going to go down, traded back. Larson going to go down. Everyone going down. Gray, a second place, but Fox, TCH, and Surge is where they want to be. This is the game they played when they won FNCS. This is how they played it. Mid-game fights, early game domination, late game perfect rotations, and this is where we want to see them. This fighting right now.
Yeah, definitely. If you've done your homework on this trio, you know that they are scary when they're rolling. It looks like they're controlling this lobby right now. Miro and Day pick up another one. Reverse finds his, and that's all she wrote. 11 eliminations now. Coming into, what is it, the 4th game we've showcased here on the stream so far. Not bad at all, showing that they still got it. They may not be in the top 5 right now, but they are still a scary trio nonetheless. Remember, this is just a glimpse of the fighting power that they're going to be bringing to the next majors tournaments. A lot of what we watch right now is just it's just a prelude of what's to come.
I'd have to give that to Six and Hoofishy, kind of dominating in NA East and on the low, right? They haven't performed where they want to, but definitely could have the season if they keep up. And we saw Carrie and Pamstu in this game. Lee Fatch still up there for them. And this is a low ground trio. High Sky is going to play for that low ground and play for those rotations early. And now look, we do get to see an EU trio on the high ground. It's Queasy, it's Trulix, it's Jerky there, I believe they're playing with them. And Levin talked about how scary it is when Queasy and Trulix are on the high ground. It is terrifying. When they are operating together on high, you do not want to be in their lobby.
I agree, and they're wild, man. They're that kind of team that they'll be lurking right underneath. There's a couple teams that like to lurk on that second layer and then snatch high ground. Whether it's a good play or not, like, it's the play they like to make consistently. There's teams out there that play for first and nothing less, and not just first for the tournament, first per game, like literally goal, win games, right? And that's all they care about. Queasy for sure is one of those players.
And you saw, like, someone tried to look at high ground and immediately got beamed. Yeah. You're not taking high ground from this trio. They're single tarping out. They're so far above second height that they would more than likely be eliminated if they got knocked down, and it doesn't matter to them. They know that they are playing high ground and they're going to hold it the entire game through, as we do get to move over to Ray, to Vexifier, to Hero. Hero had some really great games in the Elite Cup last time around. Oh my God, no, Trulix is going to get knocked down. The harpoon going to break him down. And that's the problem with single tarping, is you will be shot out. You can get harpooned out. and you might go down.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But this Harpoon's out of shots now. He does have the Cabbage here to play for the zone, but not going to look to do it. Those minis just not seeming tempting enough for him. All he wanted was the material. Even that fell down too. Reverse. Oh my gosh, Day, Mirror, Reverse 2K still lighting up the feed here. Now making a top 10 lobby based off the backs of their elims. Nice little angle here from Ray Preet though. Nice dot, and that's the knock as well. It does end up coming a little late. Queasy has let their guard down, and he gets punished. He gets brought down. Can he clutch up? No way, no how. Ray Preet here ends up winning the exchange. Little two-piece pickup. Well played for him, and now they control the high ground. Not a lot of material, but still, high ground is theirs.
Yeah, only have essentially siphon mats that came through. Look at that, though. Sticks and AV there. Day and Miro. Reverse was in the game, but just got eliminated. They're playing backside of zone, and there's nobody operating well when it's Day and Miro. They operate so well together when Reverse is down. If Reverse is the first one to go down, I think they have an insane amount of clutch rate there on just the duo. We'll see what they're able to do. C-Plit there on the other side, trying to get through his Day. Miro trying to get in as well. They're trying to crawl through that tarp. Look at them not building, just trying to find any sort of shots on the back end. Miro is going to find Fright. That's going to be the elimination confirmation. Will that be what they need to get back into this game? They're going to find Kyoto as well. Another crucial elim for them.
Yeah, definitely. And you see Misfit split there. He is still up right now. He is still very much healthy. That's a scary player. He's a solo player in particular. That's where he really rose to his bit of fame in the recent times. But now, again, punished. And he gets his HP right back up off the back of the siphons. They actually wipe up Reverse 2K, Miro, and Day's trio there in the low ground, making this a 2-on-2 action. That's what I'm talking about here. Let's see it. 3-on-3. One team versus another. Ray Preet already has done more than enough to get his team here. He has literally clutched up until this point. And again, you can't let the nerves set in here. If I'm going to give a team who's got the veteran power, I'm giving it to the low ground squad right now. But Preet setting up for the heal off. You saw him there take a little bit of the heal to tick. And no, they get forced down. Split actually brings him down here. This is all coming down to the wire now. Preet stuck. The chokes to edit. Mixes the shot. No, Split follows up. And that's what I'm talking about. There goes the siphon. The zone is still going, though. It is still going. There's so much seconds on the clock here. Yeah, he's not fully safe.
He should be fine. He has cabbages. He's got floppers. Strafes, though, is going to heal off. Hero, I think, has one more flopper in the inventory. May pop it right now. He does. Has the HP advantage as well. Strafes, he goes for the shot at the end. May be able to grab it there, but picks up the victory royale. No elims for Hero, but 7 for the squad.
No, they're probably still plotting here. It is a 2-on-2. Fair exchanges on both sides. That's why when you execute those, you got to be all or nothing. You really have to put it all in on the table. If you slow down, you back out, one false move, someone gets left behind, and that's how you end up falling, honestly. And that's why they lost, what was it? Threat there. Here's Ducky, Leo, and Aviv. We haven't talked much about them. This is definitely a high-level prac team right here. Again, solid across the board. Gonna see what they can do. Surge is gonna kick in here. A little bit of a threat. If they didn't have already more of a reason to fight, this is gonna definitely have to get people on edge. Zuki's gonna find a great shot there from the angle. Not big enough to get the knock or anything, but enough to go ahead and clear the layer just a bit. They find Chen's there too. They need this one. That's a great follow-up as well. I'm sure he's looking to get that Thursday. Yes, get the loot, get the mass secure before the zone comes in, and they do just that. That's their first elimination of this game here.
This is kind of what we saw from the trio that ended up winning one of those games earlier. Is they got a victory royale, but with very, very low amount of eliminations, and now making your way through, we see Accept there with Royal on the low ground, Snake there as well. Happy is alive in this game, but so is Aegis. Leo gonna go down, and we talked about how they had 0 eliminations, and that is not gonna be good. Going down 14th place, no elims is gonna be unfortunate. And just look at how dominant Chucky, Nosh, and Nut have been. If there was Storm Surge, they were thousands of damage above, not just one, multiple.
Yeah, we saw Calc have a member down, and he actually just made a top 13 right there. So not bad at all for him, making something out of nothing. Chucky is still going, though. Take a look at the points here. He's really trying to play catch. That's going to put him up in the standings without a doubt. Talking about who's high up, though, Belusi is back on high ground here with his trio, the X-Seed boys, up top. We did watch Leo fall. Now Zuki and Aviv working with one another. 7 bills, not much. They're probably going to have to go to low ground here soon.
Low ground already congested, though. Look at how many players are down there. Nosh gonna go down. Happy going down as well. Chucky gonna get that elimination in turn. Chucky operating so well and turn Zucky out of mats. They're gonna find Death. Merc right there as well. They're gonna find that one. No, we gonna be able to get away. No, not for long. They do find it, but Accept is down there, and there's still a lot of players left alive right now.
It's a great angle. It's a great refresher. Now he has 500 builds, splits it with his teammate there, 200 pop. They just barely had anything. We called them lowering the layer. That's exactly what they did. Zuki lets his guard down there, a little complacent with that second layer. Now out comes the change. Gotta continue to change though. Now you're on the layer with Agers and Rise. High ground's working their way down slowly but surely. So there is no free opportunity here now. They already had a hard time before. This is going to still be an equally hard time. Now they jump into the box and Agers gets taken out. There it is. Quick follow-up. Quick takeout for 2. They're eating good right now.
And that was so decisive from them. No hesitation. They know they needed to get in and get that elim as quick as possible. And they did it so perfectly. But look at their loadout. Not good at all. 9 builds. They do have the epic pump and AR. The combo is there. The follow-up is there. Is Lats gonna go down there to Accept. This is looking good for Zucky if they're able to find a couple more eliminations. They have the edits out here. They're gonna find Happy, but an edit on the other side. They've got to be careful. The builds are not going to be in the favor of Eve right in front. They can get to each other. Zucky is going down, following, and look at this. This is perfect. The Siphon match came through. Zucky now on 17. They're making it happen. They may not have been in the best situation into this late game, but they're still here. But there's a whole trio on high ground. There's a whole trio on low ground. RPG is going to be Black Snake, going to take a lot of damage. But if he is going to go down, look at Zucky just leaving his teammate. A 3v2v1 with Accept going down. Snake and Boyle in the middle. What's going to happen? There's already someone playing a heal off, and Zucky's just trying to stay alive.
Yeah, he wants that second place right now just to show that he can do it here. Zucky's already proved to us that he is packing heat, and he's going to do it again there with a quick knock. Can he get the one follow-up? The Siphon keeps him up, but no, couldn't get it in time. It was close, but no cigar.
Very, very good. They balanced a lot of things. They've actually increased the damage to SMG, and still a lot of players not using that SMG. So wonder how the meta is going to evolve week to week. We just saw Mega end up going down, and we've got Sway on our screen here in Dirty Docs. You said you'd pick him up in a 1v1, and looks really, really good. But what can he do against Trap and K-Drop there? He's trying just to find this elimination there onto Neon, grab that shotgun into the inventory, and now looks to just delete Trap, and exactly what they're going to do.
Sway is quite literally one of the few players that are like creative legends, but can also play comp. Like,
so it's really, really valuable if you can control this area, especially with all the free shields in Slurpee if you're able to go over there. But we've got a team coming all the way over from that Hydro 16 area. This is what you have to be careful about as the shots come through. Aspect is going to do a lot of damage. We're over to Pleasant Park. Divine going to go down 7 HP. What a clutch.
Here now we get the great shot from up above. Kind of shows you who's on the storm lanes. On the outside, you have Xset. On the other side, you have big names there like Opto Ambition, LG Zunis, and LG Zuni actually goes down. So both sides having their fair amount of exchanges. There goes that shot. Those are the ones that I love the most. Those pre-fired shotgun shots through the build. The zone does the rest. It's cold. It's gonna be a cold day for him as he gets left in a storm line there. And just look at High Sky. Sticks and AV holding down the fort here from up above.
And that's just the difference of them being in the lobby and this end game. We talked about how like High Sky normally not the best high ground player, but able to secure it, able to get up there. Well, see what happens. And again, I talked about Lawrence and them getting ahead of zone. They got ahead of this zone as well. They're at the front. Now they can look back. They have priority on rotation. Everyone's going to be coming in towards them. With the amount of mats that they still have left, they've got to be careful though, because this one's pulling a little bit down this mountain. And we all know Fortnite loves to go right back up mountains every single zone. And Lawrence and company, I believe, going to pick up a knock there, maybe grab that elimination. And this is perfect. Another one, and see Gurky just fragging out on the back end. And that's why you go so far ahead. You can let your Slayers get all these eliminations on the backside. And just look at that map management, grabbing more and more Siphon mats. They're looking so good.
Let's see it here as things are starting to really settle down now. The big moving zone here. New team up top, so the exchanges are already going down here. Crumble next to Mars, though, still alive here, changing layers now. It seems like they might have been running out of material. They don't want to be on second height. Good play by them to come on down. You can already tell that things are starting to heat up here in the kitchen. Vass is starting to play the storm line. He can play upset, but no. Lawrence says, hold up, give me a second. I want some more spotlight down low. He finds the 9th elimination for his trio. This is actually really, really big. Will we see them push double digits? Not many teams have done it here on the main stage just yet.
And they're doing such a great job at controlling the low ground. We talk about it. You have to get as much area as you can. Lawrence is going to stay in zone for a little bit. 4 floppers for Lawrence. They can continue to go out, and this is something we saw at the very beginning of the chapter. We saw a lot of height plays with the floppers. I thought he was going to go for it again, but not, as Gurky is going to go down, and so is Webster. Crumble going down. Mars, OW, getting 2 eliminations. Crumble will fall. Nexie will fall. Mars will now fall as well. Lawrence still again as the flopper will find Nobu. Beef is going to go ahead and get that siphon. No floppers extra remaining on that body, but does have the one on his person. I believe actually a 2v1v1. Over the high ground. Plug up above. He says, I don't have any more floppers. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. Taking that one from Plug. Actually not able to get it now. A 2v1. Nick FN on the low ground, going back in his zone, trying to connect there. Lupian on the low ground. No builds remaining. And sometimes you see these pop-off trios come up and they get rewarded as well. But no trio, I think, has been more consistent and more insane these last year than Jock, Acorn, and Slacks. So I'm excited to see it. And another trio, though, that has the consistency is going to be Scented, Edgy, and Command. We finally get to see their gameplay as well. And when they are in your game, if you were landing anywhere near Misty Meadows, you have got to worry because they will be coming for you. 100%. This is where you want to use your bow shots. And there's 45 players, so we won't see Surge this game. We may see it in moving zone, and I'm really intrigued to see how much damage they have for it, especially because, like you said, he's literally just been putting it down, and unfortunately, he's the one that's going to get taken down. He was being a little bit too greedy. Ronaldo goes down, now leaving Okus and Blake to fend for themselves. This could be a great game for them to gain a lot of points on.
Mars, Nexie up, Kipit still up, Scented, Edgy, Commandment still up. Remember, I'm putting Commandment on my trio. If I had to choose anyone from any place in the world, Commandment's one of the players that I said I have to throw in there.
And there's no way they just gave them high ground like that. There's no way that they were just given they were on low ground and decided randomly, let's rotate early and just take high ground. This is how they're winning. This is the decision making.
Look, they have high ground. I think they might actually close this out with a victory royale, Clay. Dominant performance, and they're setting themselves up for the win here. I'm all around just like blown away by how good they have managed to show the world that they are. And no, we spoke too soon. Never mind, they're keeping it close. Slacks goes down to an RPG from down low. The fall damage was enough to take him out, and now all of a sudden, what looked like the fairy tale run, what looked like the runaway train with no brakes, unstoppable, is all of a sudden put into question here. Because remember, there were still 2 other teams giving them a run for the first place slot. Jock is down now as well. Only top 14 here, Clay. He's not going to be able to pull this mech it off. He has to go. That's not a tick, luckily, though. But, oh, it's looking so close here, Clay.
He's got no builds. He's got that blue pump out. He can use it to his advantage. And Okus is going to take them down. Their run going to end. But I think we all know where they should be at the end of the day. Question is, who's going to pick up this if you were out? Is it going to be Scented? Is it going to be Edgy? Is it going to be Commandment? Any game that they're in, if you look to the low ground, you will see them absolutely dominating. And yet again, they're doing just that. They pick up elimination number 3 on the Scented.
Yeah, they're still rocking and rolling. Here it is, Scented, Commandment, Edgy. 5 elims for them. Thought that was the enemy on the layer, but never mind. It's just Commandment there lurking in front. Remember, Commandment, that type of player to take over in the end game. 2 IGLs in that trio there. Here it is. Goes Blake still alive. Okus is down, but Blake isn't. Blake eating a lot of Stormline here. He's right behind another enemy. Running down the lane on the outskirts. Nick is going to fall here to Scented. That's another one claimed. Commandment finds one in the meantime as well, bringing them up to 7 eliminations. They came into this endgame with 2 or 3. They're at 7 right now. 12 players still up. That just shows you why no one is safe. 540 points there, ladies and gentlemen. They are fighting for that top 3rd slot.
And this med kit will actually go off, unlike the other one. We saw Tico up above, trying to make something happen. Kipitz is going to take down Blake there. Saw Charlie and Goku gonna go down. That's gonna be Charlie actually going down to Kipitz. 7 eliminations here at 3v2. They have a rocket launcher, but no ammo in it for them up above. They've got low ground RPGs coming on through. Again, that's Scented. That's Edgy. That's Commandment. If there's any low ground team that you want to bet on, it's them. That is the team that 9 times out of 10 on low ground, if they are all up, if they have the setup, they will win the game. It looks like they're going to do it here, but Kippis has been popping off. The RPG is going to come through once again. No builds remaining, and that's going to be the hardest part about it for them. The continued bombardment there. Edgy, Commandment trying to get Kippis down. They will. Now Pico up above. You said it's 1. He's got something to heal with, but they're going to be able to find it, and it's way too early for a heal off there. Scented just trying to get up. Tico going to go down, and I said bet it on him, and we were right. That's an 11 elimination.
And check it out. Here we go.
Wow.
There it is. Oh,
wow.
dude.
Domination.
That is impressive. I mean, elimination 63. I mean, Slacks, Acorn, Jack, just unbelievable. You know, these guys, you mentioned the accolades, like the first place finishes recently.